All right, what's going on, guys? This is Sal from Internal Trader again. So, pretty wild day on the Euro USD, right? So, 2 days ago, um, I was talking about missing this whole down move and also initiating a half short position over at 98.11, and everything was good for one day. But today, after NFP, um, and all the economic data points that came out, you can see this incredibly huge daily candle, more than 2% on the day. So, yeah, I obviously got stopped out for 100 pip loss. And again, like I said, it was fine. It was only half a position. And actually going short close to this pivotal level here was actually a little risky. Um, if it kept on going down, it would have been great, obviously, but the trade was a little bit more on the risk side, so that's why I cut it to half a position, and this is exactly why. So this huge move, once we get moves like this for one day, really the market's going to need a breather. I think what's happening here, it's trying to fill this gap. If you can see closely here, there's like a gap um, right here made a few days ago, early in the week. And usually the market tries to close that gap, which it looks like it's trying to do. I don't know if it's going to end up closing above this, which would mean about 98.70. I'm sorry, 99.70. So maybe it's going to try to close out the week up there. But if not, I expect for this market to take a breather next week, starting Monday, and then potentially um, continue heading back up. So I'm not taking any more trades. Um, Again, if I was going to enter a trade, it was going to be more up here. This is where I wanted to take that short, and the first um, target was 9,800, and then after this huge move, once we got into that pivotal level. The funny thing about um, a move like this is it kind of like this is actually a really good lesson. So anybody who went short for the past 2 days, they went short probably because of the breakout of a trend line, and I'll draw that for you. What probably a lot of people had on their charts, well, amateurs, traders, right? So when you have a trend line like this, and then you go short after a break, a lot of people tend to go short because they look at that, they classify that as a break of the short little uptrend, and then expect the market to continue down, or they wait for a pullback, which they would have went short here, and the market just starts to keep on going and going and going and just hitting stop after stop, right? And it gains more momentum, and it's pushing further and further. So either a lot of traders are trapped here, or there's some that are getting their stop losses hit. So that's one factor here that makes this bullish candle have so much momentum, and we'll probably get another um, either another push if we don't close this gap, or we take a breather, which the market most likely will do after this massive day to the upside. Going forward, I really don't see exactly what the market is potentially trying to do. Even though it might come up to this level, I'll still have to evaluate if you want to go short. Again, there's still some trend continuation divergence, or if the market wants to just continue down um, to this point, like I mentioned before, this next level, which is around 94, 9,500. So yeah, especially when you have something like this going on and you get like a stop loss and you get your stop loss hit, it's not a big deal. It's just part of the game, and that's why risk management is so crucial, right? You always want to play defense when it comes to the markets because you never know what's going to happen. Let's say you went short somewhere here, okay? You went short, you didn't have a stop loss, and you over leveraged. This candle right here, I myself wasn't even expecting for a massive move this big. I mean, 2% on the day is really, really a big move for the euro, especially on a daily candle. These are the type of moves that you see play out sometimes on a weekly level, right? On a weekly candle. So this definitely is if you don't protect your capital, you're definitely going to get hurt really bad. So that's one of the things that top traders do is always play defense when it comes to protecting their capital, and kind of have a saying when it comes to risk management. I obviously had to learn the hard way, right, over the course of many years. But as the saying goes, when a referee is about to referee a boxing match, one of the sayings is protect your capital. I'm sorry, protect yourselves at all times, and that's the same thing with trading, right? Protect your capital at all times. Make sure if you're wrong on the trade, it's not going to kill you. It's just part of the business, and your account is still okay even after you get stopped out, right? So this is just another one in the books, and we'll see what happens going forward. If we continue higher, I may look for um, this level right over here. Let me see. You know, maybe if it gets up here, I'll attempt a short, but way too early to tell. Even though this is a huge candle that has a lot of momentum, it does not mean it's going to continue up, right? There's many times in the past where you'll see huge moves, right? Causes a lot of commotion. Everybody gets so excited about it, and then over the course of the next 2 days, 3 days, it just withers out, and it was just a one-day move that happened to be pretty aggressive. So, with that said, we'll close out the week and see what happens going into next week. Speaking of next week, you take a look at the weekly candle real quick. You can see it started bouncing around the zone, and then this huge wick right over here to end the week. So we'll see what happens next week, and yeah, we'll go from there.